on it. You see so many of all these dating shows that happen in Nigeria, and then they are saying, I want him to be giving me 1 million naira every month. 1 million naira every month.
Hi guys,
welcome to our podcast, Giggles and All.
My name is Nekky.
And my name is Dami.
Welcome guys to the third episode of this our podcast.
Yes.
If this is your first time, please make sure to
like,
comment,
share,
and subscribe.
On today's episode, we have a very interesting topic that we're going to be talking about, which is entitlement versus gratitude.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining us up to this point. And
yes.
We'll probably see that today's going to be a banger.
Yeah.
And on today's episode, we brought a very good friend of ours, our very own daddy, So come and digest this topic.
Yes.
There's no other person than Bayo.
Oh, thanks, ladies. The pleasure is mine. Thanks for the invitation.
We are so honored to have you here. From taking your busy time to come and sit down to talk on our podcast. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you. Thank you for your time. And just before we dive into the topic of it, we always do like a little icebreaker question. It's just to ease up the tension and make our guests feel comfortable. So the first question we have here is, what's the most entitled thing someone has ever asked you for without you?
Sometimes ago, a friend asked me for 2 million naira.
Wow.
Yeah. And and that was like so now asking for the 2 million naira is not even the issue. The issue was that the last time I spoke with the person was like 3 years ago.
Wow.
And then the person sent a text to me on the Facebook and was requesting for a 2 million financial assistance, not even a loan, like a gift. Yeah.
Wow.
I think they wanted to buy a car.
A car.
Yeah. So
and he's asking for
2 million. Like
if actually
if I can help. And I was like,
because it's not like an intense need. It's a want, a car.
Yeah.
And you now don't have enough money for it. You now want to ask.
And it's funny that he didn't ask if you have that type of luxury, and then he wants you to afford his own luxury.
I think the first question they should have asked me,
how are you doing?
Was that, do I even have a car?
Exactly. That was my only.
Because you've not spoken to this person in 3 years.
In 3 years.
Like, how are you surviving? Like, I have a family.
Nah. So just a very long message and
people are really
2 million.
Good. Yeah. And I also guess it's also the Nigerian mentality. It also breeds entitlement.
Well, I think it's should we say it's a Nigerian mentality?
No,
although it's I think it's more on our side than other parts of the world, because one of the problems is not supposed to be a problem, but as time goes on, it's evolved into a problem. So it's because we live this communal life, and everybody knows everyone when you are younger, or when you're trying to like get some things right in your life. So the moment they knew a phase of your life, they believe they play the role, irrespective of whether they play a very infinitesimal role or a very big or small one. They just believe they have a right to request for anything, and you're obliged to doing whatever they want.
Yeah.
So that's the basic problem.
I also think it's a thing of courage, though, because there are certain people that that would not have the guts to come and ask you for that certain amount of money. Do you think everybody can just walk up to you and ask you for 2 million? But some people, I think, I don't want to say, they just have the courage, like, if I don't ask, I might never get. So they just feel very confident in coming with their problems without even knowing whether you have your own problems.
Well, that's true on one side. And another thing is that it baffles me if someone you've not spoken in 1, 2, 3 years, and at least you need to try to establish like the relationship again.
Yeah.
Not just requesting as if you worked for me and I need to pay you.
Yeah.
And so I read a message and I was like, "Is this a joke?" And because of course, the guy said good morning, and that was the only thing, and it was all of a story. I actually thought it was a scam, but when I read the account details, it's my friend's name, and I was like, oh, how would you do that? So I felt bad. Like, how do I explain this? Like, so am I working for you as a slave, and you're waiting for your income? Like, that's actually amazed me, and I just left the message. I didn't respond because I was short of words. Like, what do I say? What do I write? Should I say I don't have the money, or should I say at least you should have asked after my well-being, my family, not just boom, 2 million. You need to get a car.
So, what do you think? Like, if he came to you and then he asked, like, "Oh, how's your family? How you doing? Like, have you been?" Do you think maybe that would have changed something in you?
Well, we could have had a kind of conversation, like discussion, and of course, I can't loan someone I've not spoken to in 3 years. I can't loan the person money because you come to me all of a sudden, and then I loan you money. Then I don't even where am I gonna where do I look for you if you just decide to disappear again? You appeared and then you disappear. So, but if I could help, then I would have done whatever I could, and that's it. But you coming up to me and asking for a whole 2 million naira, come on, that's above the board.
So I think that's one side of our topic, the entitlement side. Now, the second question have for you is, when was the last time someone's gratitude really shocked you in a good way? Like maybe you didn't.
My wife, yeah. No, no matter how small the money is, she says things and send texts like I've given her the whole world.
Oh.
And yeah, and that's just who she is. So it amazes me, like, oh God. And I always wish to do more.
Oh,
yes. So that's something like, this is great. And to be candid, I really hope I can also become someone like that. It's things that I cannot do and someone is doing it like better. I try to emulate the good things and it impresses me. Yeah. So, and I learned that from her, like, irrespective of how much or how little the thing is, try to be very, very grateful, because the person might just decide not to give you whatever he or she is giving to you. So you should appreciate it.
Yeah. I think it also shows the way that instead of being entitled, when you are grateful, people want to do more. Because that was one thing I heard from what you said. Like, because of how grateful she is for the little things, it encourages you to do more. So be grateful today. That's my key takeaway.
So, guys, we're going to be diving into the actual topic of today. So, I'm going to be sharing 2 stories, and then also want you to tell us what you think,
Okay.
The advice you have for the person, and your thoughts towards the question. So, it goes like this. I know a friend who complained her uncle took her to University of Nigeria while his kids went to UK when their mom died. And I'm like, this man took you in and took you through school, and you can't even have gratitude. So, is this a case of entitlement or just people not having gratitude?
I think it's a mixture of both. But I'm gonna say entitlement 80%. Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Entitlement 80%. Because the same uncle could have decided to help another person instead of the person. He could have decided, because it's his resources, his money, his time, his emotion. So he could have decided to channel it into something else, or maybe business. And as long as there was no written agreement between the individual's parent or mom and the uncle, then she has no right to saying things like that. So whatever the uncle did, it's out of the abundance of his heart.
Yes. Yeah.
It's and the fact that the person decided to send his own kids to the UK to study doesn't mean that he's gonna do likewise for her.
Yeah.
It could be, there are a lot of factors involved in that. It could be as a result of limited resources. It could be as a result of some external factors, which I don't want to go into. And so, fortunately, her study in Nigeria doesn't mean she's not going to do better than those that went to the UK. And that doesn't even mean that she's not gonna go there to do whatever she wants to do. So, in my own opinion, I'm gonna say she should be grateful that she has a very good uncle. That's like a foundation. She should pick up herself, her life, and build whatever she wanna build on that instead of being an ungrateful person.
Yes.
But I think also some people kind of driving towards the point of like, even though like people would express gratitude, but there's also the part of feeling like they were not maybe included, or like the feeling shortchanged, or like something like that. Like, it's not like they're not grateful, but they also have the right to like express that they feel like they were not treated equally, or like maybe you treated them the other person the other way, and then you're treating them that way.
So now what you just said is the definition of entitlement.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. So whenever you have such a feeling, now there is difference between you working for something and getting paid or being rewarded for the work you did, and you being given a gift. So anything that you did not work for is a gift. So you have no right to be unhappy or try to quantify like I deserve more. So the only time you have the right to feel cheated or like feel it, I won't use the word entitled, feel like you deserve more, is if you had worked for something. Let's assume the lady worked for the uncle, maybe or maybe they had an agreement, okay, you're gonna do this and that, then I'm gonna help you with your education. Then that's another thing entirely. But if you have not done anything for the person, whatever the person is giving to you is a gift. So the moment you do not appreciate a gift, irrespective of how big or small it is, then it's 100% entitlement.
I think my own thoughts towards it is that the entitlement kind of like creeps out from what she's saying. So this is not even coming from the person directly, it's coming from a friend. And the friend is like, oh, this person is not grateful enough, meaning that she felt like she was entitled to go to the UK and not stay in Nigeria. I mean, yes, you might feel a certain type of way, but normally you should even be grateful for the fact that there are so many people that might be in your position where they go to their uncle's side and they end up not even going to school or not even finishing. This person is obviously sending you to school, giving you money and everything, just because he took his children to the UK and you stayed in Nigeria, and you feel like, oh, you were not treated equally. And let's be honest, the person is not his child. So whatever he's giving to the person, like, I mean, I don't know, but once you collect it, do you have any other option?
Yeah. And I also think that what are the odds that, so let's say for instance the mom died. Nobody planned for that. Nobody sees death and you're like, okay, you're going to die at this point in time. Death is something that's unplanned. Nobody plans for all that. For your uncle, his own must have planned his money, his resources down for his own kids, because he was not expecting his sister to die. And then, even out of his own planning that he has secured his family, he still found something to give you and even send you to the university. The fact that you are even complaining about that just shows how deeply ungrateful you are as a person. Because honestly, even down to siblings, I feel like nobody owes you anything. If anybody is willing to do anything for you, you should express that as gratitude. And I think that's the mindset people should have towards a whole lot of things. You know, so
To buttress your point, another we can look at it in another angle. It's okay to feel bad,
Yes.
but it's wrong to put it to heart. Like, oh, this man has done the worst thing. No, you should remember the raining days. At least I believe the uncle house the person, fed the person, took care of the bills, hospital bills, some other things, clothing, among others. So the fact that it did not send that individual to the UK to study, that doesn't mean the uncle is a bad person.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's okay to feel bad, like, oh, I wished, or if he was my dad, he could have done that. But we're all humans. But you shouldn't take that to heart, like, oh God, this man is terrible. He doesn't want me to prosper, or he wants his kids to be better than me. No, you shouldn't take it that way.
And there's a possibility that the man will not even want to do anything, and then they even do something, and then you're complaining. Like, you won't fight him, because I know a lot of people will be like, oh, my uncle didn't do this for me. This person didn't do that. Like, you will not fight with the person. You just be angry. But this one they did, and you're saying that it's not enough. You're not serious. Like, no, you ain't serious.
And one other thing is that there is a very thin line between entitlement and gratitude. It's very, very thin. So have we all exhibited something like that in the past? Yes.
Is that you? Because I don't know
No,
about me.
everyone.
I never feel entitled to
It could.
anybody's
No, it's
money or
no. Here's the thing. I'm not talking about being entitled. Like our reaction to some things. You might be like, why would you have done, or why would he or she have done that? She could have done better, and that's
oh
it. And you move on. Like, it's maybe once or twice. It happens to all of us. But when you dwell in that, like dwell on that, like, then you see the person and be like, wicked uncle, wicked aunt.
yeah.
Then that's entitlement, like
Yeah.
a very bad one. And of course, it can lead to a lot of. It can affect relationship. It can lead to keeping malice, witchcraft,
I agree.
anything. It
Yes.
can lead to a lot of bad
That's
things.
so true.
So I'm gonna read out the next story.
Okay.
It's a little bit longer, so let's pay attention. Hello, I need your advice before I run mad. I've been dating this babe for about a year, and honestly, I treat her like Queen of England. From airtime to data, food deliveries when she's stressed, even small weekend getaways just to show love. But no matter what I do, it's like she's never satisfied. Her birthday was the first red flag. I saved for months and bought her an iPhone 12. I expected tears of joy, hugs, maybe a little gratitude. Instead, she looked at me and said, "Ah, babe, but iPhone 14 is out now. If I just add small money now." That small money was almost my whole salary. Valentine's Day, I decided to be thoughtful. I remembered her saying she loved jewelry. So I bought a gold plated necklace. Instead of smiling, she hissed, "Now silver I wanted." Away. Now silver I want. You know they listen. To crown it all, last week she told me point blank, "If you can't give me the lifestyle I want, maybe we're not meant for each other." My guys say I'm dating entitlement in human form. But me, I still like her, and part of me feels maybe she just wants me to do better. So here's my wahala. Is she a woman who knows her worth and won't settle? Or is she just an ungrateful liability draining me? Am I dating a high maintenance babe with standards, or am I simply her personal sponsor? That's confusing. I feel like the person has both angles.
Yeah, I think there's also the fact
High
that
standards.
there's possibility that he's not listening to the ladies' wants and not necessarily like it's just like I'm telling you that I want like a good slippers and then you go ahead and buy me like a silver slippers. Like I'm not saying the silver is not good, but I told you what I wanted.
So if that's okay, now how about when the guy bought iPhone 12 and
Okay,
she
yeah.
said 14 is out?
Yeah, that's
Well, if I'm gonna advise the guy, I'll tell the guy to just leave.
Simple.
Very as simple as ABC. Now, number one thing is that it's even wrong for the guy to be saving up to buy a gift for her, like saving a chunk of his salary to buy a gift for a girlfriend that is giving such an attitude. No way.
are you not supposed to take care of your woman?
Oh, no, no. Did you say woman or girlfriend?
Girlfriend.
Woman is girlfriend now. She a boy.
If I may ask a question, so what's the probability that the girlfriend is gonna become the woman?
Ah.
Ah.
Why are they not dating?
Exactly. Like you. So why do people date? People date to marry.
Well, in my place they say something in Yoruba. Let me say it in Yoruba. I'll try to see if I can interpret in English. They say, a finiwa, that you cannot hide who you are. At the end of the day, the girl is gonna leave the guy. The moment the guy cannot provide for what she wants, she's gonna leave. And the moment the girl finds someone that can provide what she needs, then she's gonna leave.
I think it's tricky because we don't know whether the girl is settling for him because that's the only person that is providing what she needs. But then, in a sense, for me, the saving up part is weird. But I mean, when you think about Nigeria, it's not so easy to get like stuffs without saving up for it. Like even if it was him that was going to change his phone, or depending on the type of money, we have the rich kids that don't need to save up. But an average person, you have to budget for everything. So if he saves up to buy a phone, it's because he wants to, surprise her and all of that.
Okay. Oh, sorry, let me cut in. Let me rephrase. Everybody knows what they want. Like, you know your income, you know if you go from A to Z, this is what I want in a month. The moment you're saving for a phone that you know you cannot afford, then that's a wrong flag. If he had said something like maybe he was saving for a Samsung, which could have been convenient, then that's more reasonable. So obviously our friend can't afford what he's doing. It's like living somebody else's life or trying to impress the girl.
So I think he didn't save for the 14 that was out. 14 was above his limit. He saved for a 12. There's 12. There's 12 Pro Max.
12 Pro Max.
There's 13. There's 13 plus 13 Pro Max. There's 14. He saved for a 12. So from my own perspective, he saved for what he could afford for her, right? But then, this is just, we're even going off topic and talking about saving. But I think in terms of entitlement, like, yes, she could have appreciated the 12 that he bought because that was what he could afford. But then, I don't know, if she's a high maintenance, she should already be using the iPhone 14 now.
Yeah,
and then she should be paying it for.
I think she have paid for the phone herself.
Yes.
Yeah, that's another angle. But now let's go back to the topic. It's all about entitlement and gratitude. And like I said, the moment you do not appreciate a gift given to you by somebody else, she didn't work for it, irrespective of if it was her birthday or not. She never worked for it. The fact that someone is your boyfriend doesn't mean that he has to buy you the whole world.
Yeah.
So whatever he or she buys for you, you need to appreciate it.
Yeah.
And that's what we call gratitude. The moment you feel like, oh, I think I deserve more than that, then that's being entitled.
I think so.
It's as simple as ABC.
Yeah, and also putting like pressure on the young man. Like the young man could afford 12 and then they bought you 12 and then you're not okay with 12, you want 14. Like,
No, I think the young man decided to put himself under pressure.
Yes, I also think
it's a choice.
The guy could have said, "Okay, bring the extra money now. Let's add it."
That's another thing.
Since the money is small, bring it. Let's add it and get the 14.
But like the man's ego will not want to do that because the man naturally wants to please the woman.
So I think, pleasing to a sense that you can afford. Like, okay, this is me. This is what I can use to spoil you. If you want more, and I cannot give, I'm not going to go and rob the bank to come and give you what I don't have. So I feel he should also like put her in place. Oh, this is what I have. Not keep striving to like satisfy when you know that you cannot meet up with it.
Yeah, and I think there's also the part that is also kind of black and white, because why are you saving so much to get an iPhone 12? Which is what the point you're trying to point out.
Yeah.
I feel like if you want to buy something and then maybe like 2 months of your salary cannot, that means you cannot afford that. Like if you have to save so long to win that thing, that means you are going above your budget. Like I think about it like when you're making money and then you just want to buy something, you just enter the store and buy it because you can afford that thing. But you have to plan to get something. That means it's above your pay grade. So you are not supposed to be going there. So and that's the guy's number one problem. So you should let the girl go.
Well, I don't know any other thing the girl is probably doing. You know, maybe there's another service we don't know, and she feels she deserves more than that. You know.
That one.
Yeah, I think another thing that I notice is that it's quite common in like you are dating somebody, you expect the person to take care of all your bills and all of that. Even if like the sense of entitlement, I feel some men actually like allow women stand strongly on it. You see so many of all these dating shows that happen in Nigeria, and then they are saying, I want him to be giving me 1 million naira every month. 1 million naira every month. From where?
And you should.
And I'm wondering, like, is it the same one? Because we all know how Nigeria is. Nigeria is hard. So, like, even when we talk about even the saving, that guy's probably paying bills, sending money back home, doing different things. And then you'll not be expecting, like, because they are dating you and because you are fine, they should be paying. If you find the people that can do it, I don't have a problem with it. But don't go and meet the people that cannot do it and be giving them pressure.
Exactly. And I think the men also kind of encourage you to try to make it. because when you see the other men that spoiling their women, giving them 1 million, that's why people go on decisions and be like, oh, my monthly allowance should be like $5,000. Mama, you've never seen $5,000 in your entire life. What are you saying?
Yeah, some of them don't even have that amount.
You can't make that amount, and then you're there demanding it from a man, trying to kill somebody's child.
Well, I think I'm a little bit different from my own belief about that. Is, see, everybody has the right to um to decide what you want for yourself. It's not wrong for a lady to say, I believe or I deserve a guy that's gonna pay me 1 million per month. Okay, we have some persons, we all have different things we are attracted to.
Yeah.
So for a lady to say she's attracted to someone that is rich is not a bad thing.
No,
Some
it's not
people
a
are
bad
attracted
thing.
to people that are beautiful, handsome, intelligent.
I'm attracted to people that are
So
rich.
if you're attracted to people that are rich, it's not an issue. Now the problem is, as a guy, you know what you can afford. So don't, in the first place, don't even get yourself entangled with a lady that tells you that she deserves 1 million per month if you are not earning up to 10 or 20 million. You get my point? So
Yes.
make sure you look for your size.
Your size.
Yeah, so you don't even have to stress yourself. But for heaven's sake, why would a guy, let's assume someone is working with the Nigerian federal government and you earn like 400,000 in a month if you're lucky, and then you have a girlfriend that says she deserves 700,000 in a month as a stipend. How are you gonna do that?
But what if the girl is not earning
Because that's
100K?
my problem. Like I think that's my problem. I don't think it's the woman demanding those things. It's when you
It's
cannot
where you're
own your
coming
own-
from.
Exactly.
You your own self,
You're
you
not even
cannot
making
get
that amount, and then
700K.
you're now demanding
So
that amount.
is it bad? No. If you call it demand, then you will get things twisted. It's not bad to dream. It's a dream.
But these ladies are
This is
serious,
not
so,
dream.
Like
This
it's
is
not dream.
demand.
Like they are demanding it. They're like, I cannot date somebody that will not give me 500,000 in a month. And then in my head, I'm like, wait, is this the same Nigerian
And
from or another Nigeria?
you know, when you work, they pay you. You do something for that. So when you ask them, why do you deserve this money?
Yeah.
Can't you see me?
Hey. Exactly.
Can't you see who? Like, who are you?
Exactly. The current line is like, I'm the table. Mama, which table? Silver table or wooden table? What's going on?
It's like, and I don't know, it's very shocking because I also think it puts the wrong information out there. Because when you look at it, like people that watch those shows and believe that's what is out on the streets, they think is normal.
Yeah.
So they also think like, oh, men should be providing this amount, men should be providing that amount. Do you get? It's not just, I feel like all these things stem from like the people that they are looking up to. There are some people that you see, the life they are living, people feel like, oh, they can't afford it on themselves. It's the people that they are dating, which is fine. They've met somebody that can afford that life for them. But you are staying in Ikorodu. You are climbing bike every day. And you are not expecting that all of a sudden you start dating one man and the man will not be giving you 1 million naira every month because you are a fine babe. I mean, it's fine if it's a dream. Yeah. Everybody can dream. But then when you're now demanding it, that, oh, this is what I deserve. This is what I...
criteria for them. Like, if you don't meet that criteria, don't come. And then I've heard somebody say, like, if you want somebody that drives a car, you should have a car parked somewhere so that I can meet people like that. So it's not when you're jumping box.
Yeah, that's
they are
true.
busy looking for
who is driving a car.
Like, I'm saying, like, if you are demanding these things, make sure that you're on that same pedestal.
Yeah. Make sure you're well positioned.
Exactly. If you're well positioned, like, nobody's gonna make a fuss about it. But it's the broke ladies that will now start making those noise. I'm like, that doesn't even add up. Like, so it's like you're living a double life, fake life.
Voila for broke ladies.
But allow the rich guys to take care of the broke ladies.
Where would they see them?
That's a very valid.
Where would they see the broke ladies?
So what you're basically saying is that Dangote's son can never meet a broke lady, which is true.
Mean, he can. But then what kind of conversations they want?
Where are they gonna meet?
Except let's say beauty.
No, where are they gonna meet?
Exactly, where are they gonna meet?
Maybe Jama on the road.
Which road? How?
Like the sky is going, she's crossing the road.
That's African magic.
Yeah. And I think I think what you said now is also kind of encouraging this entitlement. I feel like men low-key kind of encourage women to be that entitled. There's a part of it, like, look at what you're saying now, oh, women should demand 1 million. You guys are encouraging women to be entitled. And you guys know that. You guys are contributing to that factor because how are you saying, oh, like it's okay? I'm not saying it's not okay. I'm just saying, like, if you are not at that point, like, it doesn't add up to be making those unnecessary demands. Money that your generation has not seen, and then you not expect somebody's son to go and see that kind of money. So what happened to your hands to go and work for the money?
Whew.
You know, so it doesn't make sense.
She's out.
Yes, she's like, no, it doesn't make sense. And I actually agree that it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But can we just go back like like 60, 50 years ago? I think, like we said in the beginning, culturally, the major almost all the tribes in Nigeria, I think that's the way we are, like, spoil the women, right? Now the problem is that the ladies, with due respect to the ladies of these days, they've taken it like another level. So it's, you know, it's just something about Nigerians men. You try to like provide.
Yes.
And the way we were brought up, you need to provide. However, the problem now is that the ladies, they want you to over provide.
Yeah.
So providing, it means within your means, your income.
Exactly.
Now over providing means
going
above and beyond and sweating all to impress. So that's where I have issues with guys. You don't have to, like I said earlier, you don't need to save a lot of money because you want to buy a lady a gift. It's not, to me, I think you both can decide to do something better with the money. But once in a while, you can decide to just buy some things. Do you get my point?
Yes.
So spoiling a lady within your income, your means, it's perfectly okay. That's why we are Nigerian men. If we stop doing that, then we'll become Ghanaians.
Yeah. Yes, please, no.
So we need to keep doing that. So we need to keep doing that. We'll continue doing that. But ladies should be nice. You ladies should be nice. Don't make us like sweat in order to provide some few things.
I think what annoys me, just to round up, because I think we're dwelling on this too much, but I think what annoys me is that they usually don't use that money for anything. You know, when you work for money, there's a way you spend the money. And when money is just thrown at you, there's a way you spend the money. So I feel like most of all these people that have this type of vibe, when you say, oh, what do you use the money to? Oh, I use it to take care of myself. I use it to buy this cream, this hair, this perfume, this dress and everything, which is fine, right? If you could afford it. But then when they don't have somebody to like keep giving them that money or throwing that money at them, it becomes a problem because they want to keep impressing other people that they are living a certain type of life. And then they are putting pressure on people that don't have just so that they can keep up with that face. And at the end of the day, if you are dating a girl like that, for this guy that is dating somebody like that, what he said is true. When she finally gets to the places where she can meet those rich men with all the money and the phone you've given her, she will leave you and follow them.
In summary, my advice for the younger guys, for heaven's sake, make sure you get a good girl. Once you get a good one, your life will be very, very easy.
How do you know the good one?
Oh, you will know. The Bible says, by their seeds you shall know them. You will know based on your conversation. It's you see, who we are is written all over us. The problem is that we don't take our time to study the person we're dealing with. That's basically true. Of course, there are some attitude characters that are always hidden or they come out as time goes on. But the real you, for example, you will know a guy that has an anger issue like temperament, someone that is stingy, someone that is there are some things you see, and one of the easiest things to spot is someone that is like extremely materialistic. You will know that when you talk about things, you know where their conversation is always like going to, you know the direction is always going to. Is either they want to do this or that. And as a smart guy, as a smart Nigerian guy, you should be able to spot like, okay, this is the real deal, this is wrong, this is right. So it shouldn't be that difficult. That's my own opinion, though.
I agree, and I feel like we've dwelled on this topic for so long. And just to chip in my last two thoughts, I think there's nothing wrong with demanding from a man.
Absolutely.
This is how it comes up across. Like, if it's like a criteria that if you don't meet it, like there's nothing going on between us. I think that's where the problem is. that's where the entitlement is really bad.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, I think for these women, what they don't understand is that if a man likes you, he will spend on you willingly.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even need to say anything. You don't need to say, "Oh, give me 1 million." That man will give you even 5 million.
Yeah.
Even 5. But it is now when it comes as a form of like they owe you that money. That's where it becomes a problem. So, like, to the ladies out there, please, let's be cautious. Let's not kill. Because me, I have brothers, and that's why I'm fighting for them. I don't want them to end up with like entitled ladies that will come and put them under unnecessary pressure. So please, let's be guided out there. And please work hard for your own money. There's nothing wrong with your hands. Yeah. Thank you. So thank you so much for those wonderful takes and advice for the person that sent the story. So we're going to move into the next section, which is the this or that game. So this is a quick game we play with our guests where you pick either this or you pick that. So the first question we have here is: give urgent 2K or block the beggar?
Give.
Yeah, I'll block the beggar.
I'll give. Because I'm a nice girl.
You don't mind it. What is that?
No, it's a 2K.
It's 2K.
Well, it depends. It's not even 2K.
It's 2K dollars.
Not naira.
Yes.
I will not give you.
I'll block the motherfucker. No. I thought you were talking about that. No, block.
No, you are just that. You said 2K. 2K is 2K.
No.
2K is dollars.
I'll block the person. I'll block the person's parents. I'll block the siblings. I'll block the generation.
Wow. 2K dolls. When we call you daddy, why? You have so much money.
What is daddy? All right.
So the next question: family entitlement or romantic entitlement? Which one they came past?
Family. No. Romantic. Yeah, family will always be family. That's just the truth. And if especially for people that are from a very good family, well knitted, at a point in time, everyone in your family, if you're from a very good family, should have played a very important role in your life. So sometimes when they do or when they give that attitude, you overlook like, now if you do them. Do you get my point?
Family, yeah.
But romantic, it's like you were scammed or you're being scammed. Yeah, like somebody out of a blue start. It's like scamming. So you might not be able to relate to that, but guys, we can relate.
Yes, because the man that will ask me for my money.
So I think the romantic entitlement is very, very painful. Family, it's easy.
So do we think that there's anything like family entitlement?
Yes, there is.
Oh.
Or
like because they said family.
No. If you're talking about family, we have two types of family. We have the nuclear and the extended.
Mm-hmm.
We have some family members that believe they're entitled because they are your family member. However, they've practically played no role in your life.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no difference between romantic entitlement and that kind of family member entitlement. But when you're talking about your nuclear family, or there are some uncles, aunts, or cousins that have always been there for you.
Yeah.
When they do that, you will overlook and just be like, now you do them. Mm-hmm. But there are some family members you'll be like, who are you?
Like, where are you from?
From where to where?
Live here. It's your quarry. Go. Alright, so the third question: silent entitlements or loud entitlements? Which one is worse?
Silence.
Why do you say so?
Because if you're loud, I know what's in you. I know how you feel towards me, and we might be able to address it. But if you're silent, I don't know. So at the end of the day, you might
use witchcraft.
No, I'm talking about something that has happened to me in the US. You might start telling people about me wrongly and spreading bad or wrong things about me. Yeah. And that's one of the things why I don't like the silence. Be loud. And let me call you that. Dami, what's up? Are you okay? Yeah. What was this?
The last question is saying thank you after a gesture versus acting grateful.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it is.
Actions louder.
No, there's some action.
Acting grateful, saying thank you after a gesture.
Well, I think action is good. I will go for action.
Okay. Did that influence?
But sometimes, but sometimes, honestly, a thank you could be all you need. Like,
Yeah.
thank you, and that's it.
Done.
Thank you, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Some tribes in Nigeria, they only tell you thank you, like thank you, and they appreciate what you've done.
Mm-hmm.
But some tribes, they want the action.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get?
Yes, they want you to kneel down.
Yeah, they
roll
want
on
the action.
floor.
But for me, I think a thank you, it's just okay. Like, thank you.
But like, I think it's also tricky with the thank you because, like, let's say if I need money, I'm just like, oh, thank you, and just go.
Oh, that's not a thank you.
But it's
Well, say thank you now. I said thank you.
No, that's
Then
that's an evil thank
Acting
you.
gracious, you'll be like,
Exactly.
Then you can be that could be fake.
no, like not fake now. Acting.
I think the most important thing is for me, it's all about if it's coming straight from your heart.
Exactly.
Oh, you won't know now.
I feel for the acting grateful, it will be hard to act, except you just want to please the person to get more.
And that's why some elderly person says, when you do good, just
On the other way.
just
forget
about it. Just you've done it and you've done it. So the only problem is gonna be if the person now feels entitled, just like you said all this while.
Yes.
So once you do something, just forget about it. Like I've done it and I've done it. So don't even wait for the thank you or the action. Just move on. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for playing this wonderful game with us.
Thank you so much for even spending your time with us and for having this wonderful conversation with us, sharing your nuggets of wisdom with us. Anyways,
thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome. We've come to the end of our episode, and so we usually do this all episodes. We have this 3-1 game or question where you share with us and our listeners, viewers, 3 things you are loving right now, 2 boundaries you protect, and 1 thing you wish you knew 5 years ago.
3 things I'm loving right now. 3 things I'm loving right now. My family.
Family man.
My friends. And to be candid, the United States of America.
You're loving it right now.
You want to be with me.
2 boundaries you protect.
Boundaries. My peace.
What is it?
Everybody.
Yeah, and my family.
So, how do you find peace? Who is now the problem?
It might be 2 of us. So how do you like the boundary that you're protecting in terms of family? What type of family boundaries? You don't allow anybody get close to your family?
No, that's not. If you are my friend, even if you don't know my family members, you need to respect them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I get what you mean.
You should, if you are my good friend, you should love those I love because they mean a lot to me. Now I'm talking about the family.
Yeah.
And the moment you do not love a member of my family, then why would I even believe that you love me?
Yeah.
An example of a good family man.
Yes.
Men, take notes.
Take notes.
So 1 thing you wish you knew 5 years ago.
5 years ago, education is very important, but it's not the key to success.
Bam.
Education is very, very important.
We should have like a topic,
but it's not the key to success.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
We'll bring you back to come and talk about this.
And expatiate what you mean by that.
The pleasure is mine.
Yes. You will come back. Stay tuned, guys. We'll bring you back.
Watch out.
Wow, but I feel like that's a food for thought for me tonight. Maybe I'm doing it wrongly.
So what do you know what to do?
I'll go and be demanding
5,000
$5,000. So I'm beautiful, guys. So
yes, you are.
Thank you so much, Bayo, for coming on this episode. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time. Taking out time from your busy schedule to come and spend this time with us.
Yes.
We're so grateful.
You're welcome.
Thank you to all our viewers, subscribers, people that are supporting us. We love you. And we've come to the end of today's episode. So stay tuned for more. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Make sure to comment,
Like, share, subscribe.
And also remember, we drop every episode every 2 weeks Friday. So make sure to watch out for this episode.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Bye.